Hello everyone, I am Abhrojit Saha. Welcome back again to my second video on transient response in a series RC circuit. In the last video, I have explained the transient behavior of a series RL circuit. We have learned there how the trajectory of voltage and current responses of a RL circuit changes from one initial level to a final steady state due to certain external DC excitation. And during charging and discharging, how those responses change. Similarly, in RC circuit also, when switched on at t equal to 0, the energy supplied by the battery is partly dissipated in the resistance and partly stored as electrostatic potential energy in the dielectric medium of the capacitor. Actually, work done in storing the charges in the capacitor is stored in terms of electrostatic potential energy. If we write down the KVL, supply voltage Vs equal to charging current times resistance plus voltage across the capacitance. So if we multiply the equation with ICT dt, that is current multiplied by small time dt, so it would become Vs ICT dt equal to R times of ICT square dt plus VCT into ICT dt. If you take integral under the limit 0 to t, we have the energy input to the system, because Vi, that is the power, into dt, that is the differential energy. If the differential energy is integrated over time, we will get energy input, that is equal to R times of ICT square, that is the power loss in the resistance, multiplied by dt, that is the energy loss in form of heat in the resistance, plus integration 0 to t VCT ICT dt, that is the power stored or energy stored in the capacitor in the form of electrostatic potential energy U. We know that the voltage across a capacitor is given by the charge stored in that capacitor divided with its capacitance. So VCT, that is the voltage across the capacitor, is QCT by C. Also, current through a capacitor would be equal to the derivative of charge stored in the capacitor with respect to time. So ICT equal to ddt of QCT. Let us assume before the switch is turned on, that is at t equal to 0 minus, the capacitor has an initial charge QC0 minus given by Q0. Now the charge stored in the capacitor will not change instantaneously just after the switching instant. So we can write down QC0 minus equal to QC0 plus. Suppose this is initial charge stored given by Q0. If we replace this KVL equation in this form, where Vs minus VCT, VCT can be written in this form QCT by C, that is the charge stored by capacitance, equal to R times of, in place of ICT we write down dq dt, dqc dt. So we get a first order non-homogeneous differential equation of stored charge in a capacitor. Let us solve this differential equation in the next slide. So charge stored during charging, the expression of charge can be obtained by solving this differential equation. Separating variables, we get dqct by CVS minus QCT, that is equal to 1 by RC times of dt. Assuming initial charge is Q naught, that is QC0 minus equal to QC0 plus equal to Q naught. Taking integration under this limit, when t varies from 0 to t, charge varies from initial charge Q naught to QCT. We get minus of natural logarithm of CVS minus QCT by CVS minus initial charge Q naught, that is equal to T by RC. This numerator CVS minus QCT is coming out to be denominator CVS minus initial charge Q naught times of e to the power minus T by RC. Stored charge in the capacitor QCT can be written in this form: QCT equal to CVS minus this CVS into e to the power minus T by RC. So CVS is taken as common, multiplied by 1 minus e to the power minus T by RC plus Q naught into e to the power minus T by RC. So the initial charge is given by Q naught, and at steady state final charge, that is QC infinity, just put T equal to infinity in that expression. E to the power minus infinity is 0. So CVS times of 1 minus 0 is 1. So CVS, it is coming out to be C times of Vs, plus for the second term e to the power minus infinity is 0. So Q0 times of 0 is 0. So this is the final charge CVS. So let us draw that initial charge is Q0, final charge is CVS, and between these two levels the charge stored at the capacitor shows some transient like this. For special case, when Q naught equal to 0, capacitor is initially completely discharged, the second term vanishes, Q naught is 0. So you can write down QCT is simply C times of Vs into 1 minus e to the power minus T by RC. So this is the exponential growth of charge stored in the capacitor QCT. The voltage across the capacitor VCT can be obtained 1 by C times of QCT charge. So it is Vs times of 1 minus e to the power minus T by RC plus Q naught upon C times of e to the power minus T by RC. So Q naught by C, this is what? Initial voltage across the capacitance, suppose given by V naught. We can say charging current ICT is given by ddt of QCT, rate of change of charge stored. So if you take derivative of that expression, we get CVS times of, for 1 it is 0, minus e to the power minus T by RC into minus 1 by RC. So plus minus minus becomes plus, and for the second term Q naught minus 1 upon RC times of e to the power minus T by RC. So Vs minus Q0 by C is the numerator, and the denominator R is there, C are cancelled out for the first term, that is multiplied by e to the power minus T by RC. For Q0 by C, that is the initial voltage across the capacitance before the switch is turned on, given by V naught. So the expression of charging current is Vs minus V naught by R multiplied by e to the power minus T by RC, which exhibits exponential decay. We will see how the charging current decays exponentially in our next slide. And voltage across the resistance is current times of resistance. So it is R times of IT, better to write it ICT, given by, this is multiplied by resistance R, Vs minus V naught times of e to the power minus T by RC. So if we draw the voltage across the capacitor, what was the expression? that is Vs times of 1 minus e to the power minus t by RC plus V naught times of e to the power minus t by RC. So initial charge Vc0 is Vc0 minus or 0 plus is equal to given by V0, that is determined by the initial charge stored Q naught by C, and at steady state Vc infinity is simply Vs. So these are the limits. This is our Vc0, V0 equal to Q0 by C, initial voltage across the capacitor. This level is the final voltage across the capacitor, that is given by Vs. So voltage across the capacitor will exhibit exponential growth between these two limits, like this. We have obtained the expression of charging current, that is ICT is Vs minus V naught by R times of e to the power minus t by RC. So initially charging current is maximum just after the instant of turn on. It is e to the power 0 equal to 1, it is simply Vs minus V naught by R, and at steady state charging current reduces to 0 since e to the power minus infinity is 0. So if this is Vs minus V naught by R, this level charging current exponentially decays to 0. What about voltage across the resistance VRT? It is charging current multiplied by resistance. So it is also Vs minus V naught into e to the power minus t by RC. We have already got that. So if we put the final condition Vr infinity, that is simply 0, and the initial condition is put t equal to 0 here, e to the 0 equal to 1, Vs minus V naught. So voltage across the resistance initially is Vs minus V naught. If this is Vs, suppose this will be V naught, this is V naught. So Vs minus V naught somewhat here. Therefore the voltage across the resistance also decays exponentially from Vs minus V naught to 0. Now special case, when the capacitor is initially chargeless, that is initially capacitor voltage is 0. So you can write down Q naught equal to 0, therefore V naught is also 0. These are the initial voltage and initial charge across the capacitor. So QCT is CVS times of 1 minus e to the power minus t by RC. ICT is Vs by R, since V naught equal to 0. ICT is Vs by R times of e to the power minus t by RC. This is the expression of charging current, and voltage across the capacitor will be Vs times of 1 minus e to the power minus t by RC, since V naught is 0, and also voltage across the resistance is Vs into e to the power minus t by RC. So these are the different transients, expression of transients. If we plot VCT, that is the voltage across the capacitor, initially it is 0 just after the switch on instant, gradually increases exponentially, finally approaches that value which is equal to Vs. Voltage across the resistance is Vs, is initially Vs maximum and gradually decays exponentially and finally reaches to 0. RC equal to time constant tau. This is the time constant of a RC circuit. This is called time constant. So when at t becomes equal to tau, voltage across the capacitor Vc tau will be Vs times of 1 minus e to the power minus tau by tau, that is minus 1 upon e. This gives us 0.632 times of Vs. So at t equal to tau, voltage across the capacitor will be 0.632 times of Vs, that is 63.2% of the steady state voltage across the capacitor. For charging current, IC tau will be Vs by R times of e to the power minus 1, 0.368 times of Vs by R. So corresponding voltage across the resistance at t equal to tau will be 0.368 times of the source voltage Vs. So this value will be 0.368 times of Vs. The product of resistance and capacitance R and C is known as time constant tau, right? Time constant, this tau has a dimension of time. So let us check. As we know, unit of resistance is ohm and unit of capacitance is farad. So ohm multiplied by farad can be written in this form. Ohm multiplied by farad is what? Farad is C, C equal to Q by V, that is coulomb per volt. So coulomb per volt, and ohm can be replaced with volt per ampere, V by I, and coulomb can be written ampere multiplied by second by volt, since Q equal to I into T. So volt, ampere get cancelled and only second remains. So far we have studied about the charging transient of a series RC circuit. Now let us study about discharging of that series RC circuit. So look at the circuit here. This RC combination is connected to the battery through the switch S1, and we have seen that this switch is turned on at t equal to 0, and at steady state the capacitor voltage becomes equal to the source voltage Vs. Now let us assume when the charging circuit is at steady state, that is capacitor is completely charged to the voltage equal to Vs, and current through the circuit approaches to 0. Then let us disconnect that switch S1 and at the same time connect the switch S2, and suppose this is the instant our t equal to 0. So what will happen? This is the equivalent circuit. The RC combinations are shorted through this switch S2. Now current will flow from positive plate to the negative plate. That means the capacitor will be acting like a source here, that the potential energy stored in the capacitor will be dissipated in the resistance. Let us write down the KVL of this discharging circuit to solve the expression for voltage, current, etc. Let us write down the KVL. That is, voltage across the resistance plus voltage across the capacitance is 0. Voltage across the resistance is IT into R, and voltage across the capacitance is QCT upon C. Now again, the current IT, that is our discharging current, that can be replaced with RC dQc dt. So current is rate of change of charge stored. Finally, after separating variables, we can integrate this differential equation. This is simply homogeneous first order differential equation. Let us take integrals from the initial charge Q0 minus to final charge Qc. T equal to 0 is the switching instant of the discharging circuit under the limit 0 to t. Q0 minus is the initial charge, that is the steady state charge of the charging circuit. You know the steady state charge is C times of Vs. So the integration yields logarithm of Qc by Q0 minus, that is equal to minus T by RC. So Qct is equal to Q0 minus times of e to the power minus t by RC. So if Q0 minus is given by CVS, so charge stored will be reduced to 0 at steady state. Initially it is maximum at t equal to 0, it is Q0 minus, and at steady state stored charge completely vanishes. So charge stored gradually reduces to 0 and trajectory is exponentially decaying. QCT equal to QC0 minus times of e to the power minus t by RC. So voltage across the capacitance during discharging can be obtained 1 by C times of this charge QCT. So this is simply QC0 minus by C times of e to the power minus t by RC. So where QC0 minus is the initial charge during the discharging period. So what is the initial condition during the discharging? QC0 minus, that is equal to QC0 plus, equal to C times of Vs. So CC cancelled out, that is voltage across the capacitor initially is maximum, that is equal to the supply voltage Vs, and it gradually reduces to 0 at steady state after complete discharging. The discharging current ICT is the ddt of stored charge QCT. So it is coming out to be QC0 minus by RC. If we take derivative of this expression, it is QC0 minus derivative of e to the power minus t by RC is minus 1 by RC times of e to the power minus t by RC. So QC0 minus is CVS, so CVS by RC, CC cancelled out, it is minus VS by R e to the power minus t by RC. And voltage across the resistance is given by R times of this discharging current. So this expression multiplied by R, it is minus Vs into e to the power minus t by RC. So all the transients, charge, voltage across the capacitance, discharging current, voltage across the resistance, all transients are exponentially decaying in case of discharging. Let us plot these discharging transients. For voltage across the capacitor, initial charge is maximum, Vc0 minus was Vs, and Vc infinity is 0. So initial charge is maximum Vs and it exponentially reduces to 0. What about discharging current? I0 minus equal to 0, but I0 plus equal to minus Vs by R. At steady state I infinity is 0. So discharging current is, it is also exponentially decaying like this, and this value is minus Vs by R. What about the voltage across the resistance VRT? VR0 plus, that is I0 plus multiplied by R, which comes minus Vs, and at steady state voltage across the resistance will be VR infinity, that is also 0. So this is minus Vs and this is the voltage across the resistance. So let us summarize the charging and discharging phenomena of a series RC circuit. The expression of charge stored in a capacitor is QCT, charging current ICT, voltage across the capacitor VCT, voltage across the resistor is VRT. QCT is given by CVS times of 1 minus e to the power minus t by RC plus Q0 minus or QC0 minus times of e to the power minus t by RC. This is for charging, while QC0 minus is the initial charge stored across the capacitor during charging. before the switch is turned on, that is at t equal to 0 minus, charge is Qc 0 minus. Expression of charging current is Vs minus V naught by R times of e to the power minus t by RC, where V naught is the initial voltage across the capacitor given by Qc 0 minus by C. Voltage across the capacitance is Vs times of 1 minus e to the power minus t by RC plus Qc 0 minus by C, that is initial voltage across the capacitor multiplied by e to the power minus t by RC, and voltage across the resistance is simply Vs minus V naught times of e to the power minus t by RC. So these are the expressions during charging. We have seen that the charge exponentially increases and finally settles down to a steady state value, that is CVS. Initial charge is Qc 0 minus. Voltage across the capacitor 1 by C times of Qc is the voltage across the capacitor. Steady state voltage is Vs, initial voltage is V naught. For charging current is initially maximum, Vs minus V naught by R, which is exponentially decaying, and charging voltage is also exponentially decaying. So these are the charging transients. And for discharging transients, expression of charge Q0 minus e to the power minus t by RC, discharging current ICT equal to minus of initial voltage across the capacitor, that is Vc0 minus by R times of e to the power minus t by RC, voltage across the capacitance Vct equal to initial voltage across the capacitor Vc0 minus times e to the power minus t by RC, and voltage across the resistance current times of the resistance, that is ICT times of R will be cancelled out, minus Vc0 minus times of e to the power minus t by RC. So let us plot all the discharging transients across time. Initial charge exhibits exponential decay during discharging. Voltage also exhibits discharging like this, and discharging current is negative like this. So what is the behavior of a capacitor in a DC circuit? Capacitor C behaves like a short circuit initially, just after switching it. Why? Because we know Vc0 minus equal to Vc0 plus, voltage cannot change instantaneously, and current through the capacitor during charging or discharging is maximum, and at steady state the same capacitor behaves like open circuit, because at steady state Vc infinity either equal to the charging voltage Vs for charging, in case of discharging it is 0, and current at steady state for charging or discharging, for both case current is 0. So current is maximum initially and finally it is 0. So you can say the capacitor becomes open circuited at steady state. At t tends to infinity it becomes steady state. At t equal to 0 plus it allows entire current through it, so it is short circuited. So this is all about transients of RC circuits. We will meet in the next session where we will discuss about the transients in a RLC circuit. Thank you.